go into nature to feel calm? Do you use your breath? What's your anchor? And we want to really think about the anchor, and that anchor as being our resource, because sometimes, like in the ocean and life, we get into tough water and we come across feelings or states of our physicality sensations that aren't comfortable. And they're not comfortable because we have a story about them usually. And so unless we can actually keep that sense of the whole brain processing that discomfort, we're going to move into a place that might not be great for you in mindfulness. And so you need to take it slowly. And I've mentioned before that there's this place called the zone of tolerance. And so today we're just going to dip in and out of the zone of tolerance. So we'll go into a practice and maybe we'll dip into some of those sensations or those feelings, emotions that aren't comfortable, because we want to attend with what is. Because the more we resist what is, the more it will persist. And the way that looks in the world of pain management, for instance, is, okay, now right now I've got pain in my body because I've got maybe a bladder infection again. So my kidneys are a little bit sore, my lower back is sore. So if I resist that and don't, just shove it out and go, oh no, I've got this to do, I got to go here, I got to go there. I don't feel like drinking water, I want to have a coffee, whatever it might be. If I don't pay attention and attend that with the wings of mindfulness, which are compassion and awareness, blended with kindness and attentiveness, then I'm going to actually build onto that problem. And so the pain will get worse. And when we bring awareness to something, when we shine the light of awareness on anything, be it the anxiety, be it the PTSD, be it the the tension in the body, when we shine the light of awareness, we allow the capacity for that bigger, higher order brain to start to resource. And the other thing is, when we shine the light of awareness on things, we diminish the energy that it requires to not pay attention to it. Because actually, not paying attention requires a lot of energy. And that's where fatigue and chronic pain and all those things come in. So that's probably enough information for our brains. And actually, it's a way of just letting that land and then not letting your mind kind of fixate on it. Just rub your hands together. This is a Zen technique to just really absorb the information, let it land, and then let it go. And then you'll put your left hand on your forehead front and your right hand back on that amygdala brain, right at the brain stem. And just repeat, this lands, I feel safe. And I remember all I need to know. Good. All right. So shake off the hands. And we have a beautiful sunny day here in Vancouver. If you are in a place where you can let that sun shine in as you begin to come into your practice and bring that light of awareness into yourself, we're going to be moving into practice. So I'd like to just start with just shrugging and really, really bringing the shoulders up, kind of almost tensing them around your ears and just kind of holding it for a minute. And just feel that. And then inhale and exhale, push the upper arm bones back. Oh, and open the heart and the collarbones and relax the shoulders and the arms down. Good, and we'll do that again without the tension part. So just bringing the shoulders up towards your ears, letting the chin relax downward. Upper arm bones back, heart wide and open, and releasing the arm bones down. And let's go ahead and do just a little neck release by taking your ear towards your left shoulder and just letting it rest toward the shoulder, using your breath to bring into tension, tightness, light, relaxation, and the compassion of awareness. And you could augment it by just bringing your right arm out, even cocking the wrist slightly, And that'll give a bit more increased stretch. And inhale and back to center, to your midline. And then relaxing and releasing over to the opposite side, taking the right ear toward the right shoulder, keeping in mind that you don't want to bring the head forward. You want to try and keep the head on the above the spine position as it leans laterally over toward the right. Inhale big and maybe stretch out your left arm, pushing into the back of the hand as you kind of stretch. I've got my hand kind of cocked and release down. You know, relaxation is who we are, and tension is who we think we should be. So let's relax into who we are and allow that to be all that we need in this moment. So as you come into your dignified position, find your seat. Allow yourself to just wiggle into the most comfortable position available to you right now, while you still remain alert and attentive. And then allowing yourself to close your eyes, and I invite you to move into your inner landscape. And as you allow this beautiful place of recognizing all that is to just body scan, noticing where the body is, how it feels, feeling into your supports, feeling the backrest behind you, the seat beneath you, the feet beneath you, grounding as you inhale into those points, and relaxing the insides of your hands and the insides of your shoulders as you exhale. And you could take a few more breaths like this, just bringing that kind, beautiful light of awareness, the recognition of realizing and noting what is into your awareness, so you can feel into, see into, and notice with kindness your aliveness in this moment. 3 full, rich breaths. And each exhale, you might invite that smile of compassion and attention into your whole being. I like to feel like my front armpits are smiling open and my back armpits are smiling sideways downward. And then staying with your breath, feeling the safety of your seat and of your grounded position. And then allowing the recognition of awareness to dip into what you notice. What's most present right now for you? Is it a feeling? Is it a thought? Perhaps it's a body sensation. And I'm going to allow you to just imagine, just like you would hold a little baby bird or a little bird that you know, that kind of bumped into your window and still very much alive, but just needing to be held. Just hold whatever feeling, state, whatever physical state, whatever mental state might be. Just hold it with that kindness of a grandparent or somebody holding a little baby bird. And you know it's got aliveness, you know it's got something going on, and you're just allowing your awareness to just stay with it. Whatever that feeling is, wherever that pain may be. And then we're going to come and bring ourselves back to our breath now. So now you're going to inhale and feel the breath fully moving into wherever you notice the breath in your body. For most of us, that might be our belly, could be the upper chest. And then exhale, and really feel on your exhale, you can relax deeper into your exhale, deeper into your physicality. And here, we're going to, as the Swami Shivananda said, ride the wave of awareness. So here we are, and let's just imagine now we're in the bigger field of awareness with our breath. We are the big ocean right now. And so if you can visualize yourself as a part of the big ocean, imagine yourself just floating somewhere down deep in the Bermuda turquoise warm sea. And as you're kind of down there floating, you can look way up to the surface and you can see those waves of emotion, of thought, of sensation moving across the surface. And as you continue to use your breath as your anchor, and now your visualization as your anchor in this safe place, just noticing those fluctuating waves of perception way up there, and yet maintaining your breath, maintaining your awareness in this recognition and accepting place. And then we'll inhale and just allow that visual to be your backdrop. And you can now bring yourself forward again to the forebrain and just see what you feel and notice if that same feeling, that thought, that body pain, whatever it might be, is there. And just notice it again with that kind, grandparently, soft, sensitive gesture of curiosity and insight. Just how are you, little bird? What do you need? And then when you've had enough recognition and awareness of that place that may be uncomfortable, move yourself back into the deep ocean of awareness, the bigger, more resourced you, and let yourself notice the waves as they are. No need to change them. And you can do this back and forth a little bit, feeling when it's right to move from one to the other. Remembering your zone of tolerance, kindness, and compassion. As Tara and Doc like to say, attend and befriend. Your body is your resource. Using your breath if you need to remember. And if you're in a difficult place that feels hard to navigate, you could imagine surfing those waves for a moment And then coming back down to that resource place where your breath and your body and your awareness that's not identified with those particular thoughts or sensations can offer you the capacity to be bigger than those thoughts, bigger than those sensations, and yet a part of them. And then gently, with your kind, loving attention, just giving yourself that compassionate place of recognition now, of just being here and showing up. And allowing that sense of recognition that you have a resource within that is always neutral, it's unbiased, and it doesn't have an opinion. And that's a place where you really want to cultivate, and that's why we do mindfulness. And if you like, you can just bring your hands up. I see some of you doing it, and just rest them in the beds of your eyes, and just allow that deeper space that you occupy behind your eyes to feel like your safe zone and your place of deep grounded awareness. Good. You know, there was I think it's a poet, Eduardo Galeano, beautiful name. He writes, "The church says the body is a sin. Science says the body is a machine. Advertising says the body is a business. The body says, I am a fiesta." And so, you know, the real gift of mindfulness is really remembering that we are this physical body, and that this physical body is always involved in our thoughts and our feelings. And the more we can attend to, you know, oh, this happened, you know, maybe as you're moving in toward a, you know, a difficult conversation, or you had an argument or whatever, or there's anger there, we can still recognize and attend that. Because if we're not afraid of it, and if we're allowing ourselves to really be with it, then we can find out what these areas of our body and our attention, trying to get our attention, are asking of us. So it's like a self-kind parenting thing. I don't want to get too wordy on it, but anyways, thank you for your practice, and I will be happy to answer questions or comments or whatever might be there. And I hope, and I'm not sure, a couple dear friends are with us today, possibly Brenda and Anna Mar from Mexico. So hello and welcome, and thanks for being here. And anybody else that wants to ask or contribute, you're welcome to do so. Hi.
Hi, good to see you. Oh, I muted. Yeah, good to see you. Thank you for that lovely practice.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mary Jo. I am going to leave now, but I want to thank you and send blessings.
Thanks, Maureen. Lovely to see you.
You too.
I
Bye-bye.
kind of every week, but bye. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm curious how the new program is working for you. Did you like it every weekly, or is this working to have it every other week? Does anybody miss it on the week off? Are you able to practice a little bit on your own? How is that working? Anybody?
Having it every week, but it's also giving me the motivation to try to do it on my own on the week that we don't have it. So it's good.
Good. That's great, Carrie. And of course, as a gentle reminder, you can always go to the YouTube channel where this is actually being recorded. And Sean and Sonia and the team, Barry and everybody do a really good job of, I think, making those available soon thereafter. So you're always welcome to go there too. And it's SCI&U study is the YouTube channel. So
Okay.
Kimberly, you like the weekly ones? Yeah. I've had a couple people email me and ask me too. So hopefully we'll be able to get this back going to an every week one. So I'll keep you posted on that. But in the interim, my recommendation would be to do the 20-minute practice anyways, like a few of you are already doing, because as we know, what fires together wires together in the brain, and the more we access this prefrontal cortex and resource there, the less we're going to flip the lid, because it's really a matter of being able to, in the moment when we feel like that lid is flipping, when we're in an argument or when we're freaked out about something or we're anxious or we're in so much pain that we can't access this area, but right in that moment is when we really want to be able to resource so that we don't go into this place of constriction and affliction. So befriend and attend, my dear friends, these places of discomfort, because the paradox is that the more we bring awareness to them, the less hold they have on us. And mindfulness is as simple as just doing that, very simple. Those first words would be recognition and attending. And if you can just do that throughout your day, even with your own, body sensations, things that end to be stuffed down won't become chronic. And that's really, really important for us not to make things chronic, because then, we're just stuck in that place of fight, flight, or freeze. I also recommend looking into Tara Brock's acronym called RAIN. I know a couple of you follow her, and Jack, and the RAIN is a acronym for recognize, attend, investigate, and nurture. And so that's kind of what you want to do if you get into places where you're not able to resource. Then just kind of think of rain, think of a beautiful spring rain as just washing over you and releasing that kind of that lockdown ideology and bringing awareness with the recognition and the allowing of the rain, recognition, allowing, investigation, and nurturing. So you could use that RAIN acronym if you come into those stuck places, and immediately switch the trajectory so that you don't go into the flipped lid place. It sounds like a terrible kind of thing. I flip my lid, but it's funny. My mom used to say that when she flipped her, literally when I was a young girl. Oh, I'm gonna flip my lid if this doesn't, if you don't be quiet. There was 5 of us kids, so I can imagine it was probably good reason to flip one's lid. So I don't see any questions. Barry, do you see any questions in the chat?
I do not, which is maybe a good thing that people don't have questions today, that they are feeling relaxed and
That would be,
to today's session.
oh, I think we got a question from Blake.
Yeah, that's right.
Unmute everybody. I think you're already unmuted, so go ahead, Blake. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so good to be back. I really missed the energy that I get from the group, and I'm glad to find you again. Could you repeat the details on the YouTube?
Yes, for sure. And Barry will probably put it up into the chat. So
Okay,
if you
thank
go,
you.
yeah, if you go to YouTube and just type in SCI&U, and it's all written out. So SCI study, actually. So SCI, and I think the and is AND study. And that should get you to YouTube. And Barry's just, or yeah, Barry's just put it up there in the chat.
That's one thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Hi.
I just a comment I wanted that I'd never done before when you had us rub our hands together and cradle the more frontal area and the more of the brainstem area. I just felt like that was just really great for me, really nurturing and just safe. And yeah, it was really
Yeah.
nice.
It's a very consolidating thing to do, and it brings coherence into the whole nervous system. So, and coherence is a, a good word for us to kind of think about. In the beginning, I talked about those two very distinct aspects of the nervous system, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. And when they're not in coherence, in other words, when our body isn't regulating, which it should do, between those two places so that we stay in homeostasis, that's coherence. And when we're not in coherence, we're in fight, flight, or freeze, or we could be way too sleepy, I guess. But most of us don't have that problem. But thanks for your comments, Brenda. All right, so if there's no further comments or questions, I'm going to leave us at a good time today so you can get on with your day and bring your mindful awareness into all of your things that you do. And with that kind, curious place of, grandparently love, just allow that to be how you view things from your eye.
Thank you so much, Mary Jo, for another great session today. And just a reminder to everyone that we are now going bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks till December.
Yeah. And that's because we're hoping to get it every week, not just here, but also in a podcast. So we'll keep you posted on that. And oh, by the way, you will have noticed in your inbox today, if you got the reminder email, that I think Sonia sent the graphic for the mindfulness thing that we made up. So please feel free to, have that little printed out as your card. It gives you all of the methodology and the reasons why. And if you didn't get it, please let us know and we'll send it to you again. Yes, left hand in front, right hand at the back. Like that. And just letting them sit there for a minute and letting yourself, do that beautiful kind of deepening of your grounding and your coherency. Well, I hope you can get out and enjoy the day in some nature. Bless you all, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Stay safe, everyone. Thanks again, Mary Jo.
Hey, thanks, Barry, for doing
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye,
You.
everyone. Have a great day.
Yeah, take good care.